what's up, my friend? Have you ever wondered about some of the worst marketing campaign fails in history? We're going to talk about it. Hey, my name's Josh Latimer. This is Da Vinci, my female, amazing, tiny 3-pound chihuahua. And we're going to talk about this. I've been helping small business owners with marketing and systems and family entrepreneurs for a long time. We're going to look at some big companies and some really interesting things. Let's start with Dove Body Positivity. I won't even go there, but check this out. Dove, the body wash, the soap company, this giant bajillion-dollar thing, they had a campaign called Real Beauty, okay? And they're trying to feature women in a positive light, which is awesome. They've been running for 15 years. It's like one of the most successful marketing campaigns in history. Then, of course, these suits in ivory towers try to get cute with it. And was it good? Was it bad? We're going to talk about it. What happened was they released some limited edition packaging for their soap, for their, like, I don't know, is it body wash or whatever it is? But each bottle was shaped differently, as you can see on the screen here, indicating the shape of a woman's body, right? You got the round ones, the slender ones, and there's like 7 different versions of them. And they got a lot of controversy about this. Now, when you're a gigantic company, controversy can help you. Like, on the one hand, I'm thinking about P.T. Barnum. There's no such thing as bad publicity. But if, like, you have a local business, bad publicity can, like, nuke you. I don't think it's one-to-one exactly the same. So let's watch one of these ads, right? And then we'll see what the internet had to say about this. Introducing the limited edition Dove body wash. Beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. Well, you know, on the one hand, I have like lots of opinions, but I think this is probably good for them because of the haters. You know, one of my friends of mine, Josh Fierstein, says that haters are your elevators. And there's truth in that. I think locally, if you have a small business, it could be different. But generally, when the internet started making fun of Dove for this, basically they just got millions and millions and millions of free eyeballs on their stuff. It's a polarizing topic. And one of the rules of marketing, there's this cool graph, and maybe you can find it, Jace, online, but it's called the prolific index. But essentially, if you're marketing and talking about your business and you're boring, you're in the middle. And in the middle of this curve, it's a high curve on this side and it goes down to nothing, and it's high on the right side. So on the left, it peaks, on the right, it's nothing, and on the right, it peaks. And you know, most people market in the middle, meaning they're not polarizing in any way, shape, or form. They're just like 10% off, buy my massage therapy service or whatever. And that's not effective, right? So you want to be edgy. It's called splitting the room. You want to split the room and get people kind of debating with each other to kind of hit the sweet spot. Now, if you go too crazy with it, then it's also bad, right? So there's these weird sweet spots. And I think this is interesting. I mean, Twitter blew up. They were making fun of people with the body. You can see these tweets, the different shapes, stuff like that. At the end of the day, I think with success comes us trying to get too cute with stuff. And when you're a company that's as big as Dove, you need to do something to move the needle, and it's risky. Here's an insider secret. These huge companies, they pay millions of dollars to consultants to help them shape campaigns like this. And let me tell you a dirty little secret on why CEOs pay exorbitant money to consultants to do campaigns like this. The reason why is that if the campaign's successful, the CEO will take all the credit like he's a genius. And if the campaign flops, he says, oh, these consultants were idiots, right? And it's this hedge of protection for them. And you as a small business owner don't have that luxury, unfortunately. So be careful, but test the boundaries. White is coming. This is real? Oh my, what? Now let's talk about PlayStation White. Did you know that video game consoles dabble in race baiting? Hey, I didn't either until my team found this. This Sony advertisement back from 2006, there's an ad out of the Netherlands. It says that they advertise that the white PlayStation, which usually came in black up until that point, was coming. And their slogan, check this out, you're not going to believe this. Their slogan was, white is coming. Okay. Now, 2006 wasn't as divided as it is now, I don't think. But that's a little edgy. And then on the one hand, there's this, first of all, as a sidebar, there's this insanely good book called Trust Me, I'm Lying by Ryan Holiday. You got to read it if you're a marketing nerd. It's really crazy how dark human behavioral psychology is and what some of these big marketing people do. These people aren't dumb. Sometimes they are, but usually they're pretty smart. And sometimes this negative press it's done on purpose, because what'll happen is all the pundits on TV are going to be like, this is outrageous and blah, 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 and blah, blah. And they all have their opinions in the echo chambers, on the right, on the left, with black, with white. YouTube's talking about it. And what looks like a marketing blunder is actually executed exactly as planned. What does this mean for a small business owner? I don't know. I'm not saying do a racist ad. What I'm saying is test the edges on what's possible. Have fun. It's actually easier to make money when you're having fun. Can you have some fun? I know it's stressful. I know there's payroll. There's all these things. Marketing is like this annoying afterthought. Marketing is the lifeblood because it brings in the deal flow so you can grow your business and buy your hot tubs and your jet skis. So again, I don't know. I think this is interesting. This is a really cool thing. Now let's talk about Burger King's Women's Day. So in March 2021 on Women's Day, the United Kingdom division of Burger King, they posted a tweet that sent to the marketing world like into an outrage, basically. They posted a succession of 3 tweets. The first of which said, "Women belong in the kitchen." This tweet was followed by a second one that claimed, "If they want to, of course." And it also made mention of the gender differences in the restaurant industry. While the first tweet was intended to attract the attention of their followers, it came across as overly sexist, especially considering it was Women's Day. So instead of its intended result, the campaign only ended with the angry backlash of their readers. Women belong in the kitchen, then it's if they want to, of course. This is just another example of people using the prolific index, which I actually learned from Russell Brunson. So shout out to Russell. You changed my life. You're awesome. And I don't know. I mean, was it good? Was it bad? We don't know, but we do know that lots of people heard the phrase Burger King during that window of time. And whether they hated it or not, is there such a thing as bad publicity for a giant company like that? Because you want to constantly compete for the mind share of people in general. And there's plausible deniability. That's not what we meant. We were just trying to be funny. And so most people are going to be fine with it. It's hilarious. It's amazing. It's freaking hilarious. So is there a risk? I guess. But if I had to guess, Burger King's avatar is not a feminist with purple hair, okay? So I don't think they probably eat lots of Whoppers. So my suspicion is that even though maybe people consider this a marketing blunder, probably lots of regular people laughed their butts off, went in and bought a Whopper. That'd be my guess. Who knows? Let's talk about the American Airlines Air Pass. Oh, I love this. This is insane. Yeah, in the 1980s, American Airlines was having financial difficulties, looking for a way to raise money and capital quickly. And so they created this Air Pass, like AA Air Pass. Anyway, it was an unlimited first class flight membership. Okay, so you pay $250,000 and you can fly anywhere you want, as much as you want. First class, like for life, right? It was a good idea on paper, right? Because a lot of people bought it and they made a lot of money. But when they tried to cancel these memberships later, they were sued by the outraged customers, going down in history as one of the most costly marketing failures ever. The AirPass lost the company over $76 million. So it's like $250 million now. I actually have like a deep sore spot in my entrepreneur journey where I can relate to this. I had started a company called Send Gym. It's a direct mail automation company. It's a software platform. First time I ever dabbled in software. It was very hard. It was an amazing product and people liked it, but like we were bleeding cash. And so we actually did a lifetime membership to my software. And a lot of people that I look up to that are richer than me were like, Josh, do not do that. And on the one hand, I'm really glad I did because it got us over the hump and the company's doing great now, but it was really risky. You know, whenever you make whenever you optimize for a short-term outcome at the expense of the long-term result, it's probably a bad idea. So in your business, if you have a small company, you got to do what you got to do, sort of. But, you know, one of the biggest things that separates people is long-term thinking versus short-term thinking. So American Airlines, whoever came up with this idea, probably was a hero at first because of all the cash they collected, but ultimately it was a gigantic, horrible, flaming turd of a disaster. And let's talk about CocaCola. CocaCola, the new Coke. In 1985, the new Coke campaign. Oh, Da Vinci, are you waking up? I'm sorry. Oh. We cannot have a hurt 3-pound puppy. That would be bad. Anyway, so here's the thing. In 1985, new Coke campaign was one of the most notable marketing blunders in history. Coca-Cola, facing declining market share due to competition from Pepsi, decided to change its classic formula. That's why the company developed a sweeter version. Really? Sweet? Ugh, I don't know. Which was internally known as New Coke. It launched with a massive marketing campaign. The public reaction was overwhelmingly negative. Loyal customers felt betrayed. That's a little melodramatic. It's a drink. Like, go do something with your life. 79 days after the introduction of New Coke, they announced the return to the original formula, now branded as Coca-Cola Classic. So that's fast. That's where it came from. Coca-Cola Classic is because of this. I don't know. Even these huge companies do stupid stuff. They lost over $84 million. Here's an ad from the can. America's taste just got better. New Coke. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Let's have a rapid fire billboard reaction round. I have not seen these. Legitimately, I promise. Jace, he found all these amazing billboards. We're going to find out. God, oh my God. This is not ideal. This has to be on purpose, right? Has to be. Got a giant thirst. Cyclone. I can't tell what that is. It's a juicer. And then the other one, is it still for a juicer? No, it's a shake weight. There's so much happening here, so much inappropriate. Or is it not inappropriate, but something's wrong with me? I don't know. I'm just saying, I guarantee it got lots of eyeballs, probably caused a couple car accidents. Let's look at this. Got acoustic. Studies have shown a link between cow's milk and acoustic. Wow. I noticed on the internet when people in the comment section, they don't say now, they say acoustic because the internet's making everything hilarious all the time. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What's the point of this?
It's PETA.
It's PETA?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't take them seriously. I'm actually a member of PETA, the People for the Eating of Tasty Animals, but I digress. Okay, next one. Face it, you can't claim to be a feminist and still eat eggs. Oh my God, like hashtag first world problems, right? I mean, America is so decadent and bathing in luxury, you know, that we have like the time and money to do that. Like this exists because of decadence and luxury. If we're back in 1711 and you have to build the log cabin before winter so that you don't starve to death and little Billy gets bit by a rattlesnake, these aren't things in your brain, right? Okay, you're on Coke. I think that's smart. I think it's genius. Is this real? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're on Diet Coke. I mean, there's plausible deniability. Like, what? That's not what it means, you weirdo, right? Even though that's totally what it meant, like cocaine. It's genius. I think it's super smart. I take a sheet in the pool. What? Oh, I get it. I think that's genius too. Sheets, energy strips. It's hilarious. I think it's awesome. I love stuff like this. I don't know. Someone will always be outraged, but who cares? Those people don't matter. Bud Light. In 2023, Bud Light sent out Bud Light cans with influencers' faces on it. One of the influencers was Dylan Mulvaney. We've all seen him, who made a video about the cans sent to them. So Bud Light receives an outstanding amount of backlash due to the demographic of Bud Light drinkers. Let's watch this video.
Hi. Impressive carrying skills, right? I got some Bud Lights for us.
Ugh. So here's the thing. It's just, on the one hand, like the CEO of Bud Light, I saw interviews with him after this whole horrible thing happened. What really stinks about this is the regular blue-collar workers that have worked for Anheuser-Busch losing their jobs. Warehouses being shut down. I don't know, the trucking, like they lost billions of dollars because of being tone deaf. But on the other hand, this was one person inside their organization that did this little woke campaign and did this, and there's massive consequences to the little guy. And what's really sad to me about this, not to get all heavy on this fun video, is that this one, junior level marketing person that arranged this kind of under the radar of the whole scope of Bud Light's marketing, it was one little tiny campaign that did this. That person's now celebrated as like some sort of hero or something. It's disgusting. It's tone deaf. It's super stupid marketing because Bud Light's customer is a redneck that likes inner tubes, shotguns, and pickup trucks. Can I get an amen? So knowing your customer is really valuable in marketing. That was not a Bud Light customer. That guy's crazy. Anyway, that's it. Have a great day. AI Josh here. Make sure you subscribe because apparently only 42% of you are subscribed. Very disappointed. Anyways, thanks for watching.